call it a night. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To decide that, you have finished doing something. 2. To stop working, either at one's job or on a particular task, for the rest of the night. 3. To go home or go to bed at the present time. 4. To stop what you're doing in the evening or night, often in order to go to bed. 5. To cease what one has been doing for the night. Examples. 1. This package is the last one. Once we get this shipped, we can call it a night. 2. The agents never found out, they waited a couple of more hours, and decided to call it a night. 3. We left the party and I wanted to call it a night, but Martha invited people back for coffee. 4. After 2 encores, the band finally called it a night and left the stage. 5. The exhausted press corps was sinking into the big leather seats, ready to call it a night. 6. He finally texted her later in the evening, he was tired and was going to call it a night. 7. I say we just cover our float with expensive tissue paper, and call it a night. 8. When we got back to the apartment, we decided to watch a movie before calling it a night. 9. It's been fun, but we'd better call it a night. I have to be at work at 7:30 tomorrow. 10. Youngsters can get treats at more than 100 stores, before they call it a night. 11. The words game over cross the screen, and the group decides to call it a night. 12. Jared is ready to call it a night, but Bryce dives in again and shouts that, he has found gold. Call the shots. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. The person who calls the shots is in a position to tell others what to do. 2. Take the initiative in deciding how something should be done. 3. To be in a position of authority so that you can give orders and make decisions. 4. To be in a position of control or authority. 5. To dictate how a situation or agenda proceeds, as from a position of authority. Examples. 1. The directors call the shots, and nothing happens without their say-so. 2. My staff has to do what I say because I'm the boss, and I call all the shots here. 3. Mom calls the shots for Thanksgiving dinner, so you better get her approved for any changes. 4. Why do you have to call all the shots? Do what you're told. I'll call the shots from now on. 5. Sally always wants to call the shots, and Mary doesn't like to be bossed around. 6. Is the military really the power behind the president now? Who really calls the shots? 7. Britain is no longer run from Downing Street. It's Brussels that calls the shots. 8. The policeman is the one who will call the shots, during the political gatherings. 9. But for plays in today's Broadway economy, marquee casting often calls the shots. 10. The manager is undoubtedly the one to call the shots, in such sensitive matters. 11. The teacher left the class representative, with the responsibility to call the shots in class. 12. Here was someone who looked like Mr. Wiley, and who didn't get to call the shots. Carrot and stick. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. If an organization has a carrot and stick approach or policy, they offer people things in order to persuade them to do something, and punish them if they refuse to do it. 2. A system in which you are rewarded for some actions, and threatened with punishment for others. 3. Characterized by the use of both reward and punishment to induce cooperation. 4. To reward someone if they do thing you want, and punish them if they don't. 5. A tactic to convince people using pleasure, and fear. Examples. 1. She used the carrot and stick method to win the support of people. 2. He said the carrot and stick approach is ineffective when it comes to management. 3. Some schools prefer the carrot and stick method when it comes to education. 4. The government wanted to introduce a carrot and stick method to reduce crime. 5. When dealing with Afghanistan, U.S. agreed on implementing a carrot and stick policy. 6. The carrot and stick approach is to do with reward and punishment, incentives and pressures. 7. Sometimes I just have to resort to the carrot and stick approach with my children. 8. The government is proclaiming a carrot and stick approach to the problem. 9. We also propose backing this service with an additional carrot and stick. 10. Will they give you the mix of carrot and stick that you feel you need? 11. Companies are learning that the carrot and stick approach to management is ineffective. 12. Congress also wants to use a carrot and stick approach to force both sides to negotiate. Out of or from the corner of your eye. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To notice something accidentally, without turning your head towards it, or looking for it. 2. Without looking at something directly. 3. If you see something out of, or from the corner of your eye, you see it but not clearly because it happens to the side of you. Examples. 1. I was watching TV when I saw something move out of the corner of my eye. 2. Out of the corner of her eye, she saw the dog running towards her. 3. Out of the corner of her eye, she saw a man running out of the store. 4. I saw a bright red flash out of the corner of my eye, going across the side window. 5. We were lying in bed reading, when out of the corner of my eye I spotted movement. 6. Sarah caught Tommy kissing Jessica, out of the corner of her eye. 7. I saw someone do it out of the corner of my eye. It might have been Jane who did it. 8. I only saw the accident out of the corner of my eye. I don't know who was at fault. 9. Then I saw Plumber coming out of the backfield, out of the corner of my eye. 10. Just for a split second out of the corner of my eye, I saw something flying. 11. As I waded into the cool water, something blue flickered in the corner of my eye. 12. Tears of gratitude prick at the corners of my eyes, even as I type that hallowed phrase. Take, or, seize, the bull by the horns. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To deal with a difficult situation in a very direct, or confident way. 2. If you take the bull by the horns, you do something that you feel you ought to do, even though it is difficult, dangerous, or unpleasant. 3. When you go and tackle a difficult situation or challenge, you take the bull by the horns. 4. To bravely or confidently deal with a difficult, dangerous, or unpleasant problem. 5. To approach, confront, or deal with a problem, or difficult situation directly and with clear, confident action. Examples. 1. If marriage is what you truly want, you may have to seize the bull by the horns. 2. I took the bull by the horns, and confronted my manager about the blatant sexism in the office. 3. This is the time to take the bull by the horns, and tackle complex issues of finance. 4. I took the bull by the horns, and confronted him about his mistreatment of the workers. 5. Helena decided to take the bull by the horns, and organize the show herself. 6. We decided to take the bull by the horns and go to court, instead of paying the fine. 7. Yone decided to take the bull by the horns, and organize things for himself. 8. The British government will have to take the bull by the horns, and tackle inflation. 9. Colleges want the applicants who will take the bull by the horns, and the campus by storm. 10. Despite Sarah's absence, the radical centrist intends to take the bull by the horns. 11. Energetic Mademoiselle was all for taking the bull by the horns, and acting with decision. 12. I would suggest that we should take the bull by the horns, and make short work of it. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel, for more videos.